Hello, I'm Bev Lenahan, host of Silicon Valley Nonprofits, a community service of KMVT Community Media. Goodwill Silicon Valley, beyond the traditional thrift shop of donated goods, recognizes that even after some poor choices are made in youth, people want to change and can create a better life for themselves. David Gomez is one of those people. David, please tell us a little bit about your gang involvement.
Sure, Bev. I grew up in Los Angeles, and for 10 years we lived there until we made a move down to Ventura County. And Ventura County is where I got involved in the gangs, in my neighborhood, and the area where I was living at, it was really gang infested, and my brothers were involved in it, and I just followed along in their footsteps, heavily involved in the gangs, and with one parent trying to keep us fed and a roof over our head. There was not enough time for us to spend time with our mother, so I found another family, which was my gang.
This so often happens. And so what was the result of that? What happened next?
Well, as you know, a lot of us in the gangs, we don't walk a straight line, and that's exactly what I was doing. I was ending up in juvenile halls for minor offenses. Went to camps, boys camps. I went to youth authority. I did the whole 9 yards. I went to jail, and I ended up in prison. And in 1995, after a very long lifestyle of gang activity and criminal activity, I was sentenced to 25 to life under the 3 strikes law.
So when you went to jail under the 3 strikes law, what happened then, and what changes happened then for you?
Well, one of the first big changes in my life when I was sentenced to 25 to life, I had given up on ever returning back to society. And I'd given up hope, and I decided that I would be doing the rest of my life in prison, and that's where I would stay and die there.
Oh, that must have been a pretty hopeless feeling.
It was a real hopeless feeling, but like anything else, I adapted to it, and I just did what I had to do to survive in there.
Which isn't always pleasant, I'm sure. So how long were you in prison altogether, and then what happened that got you out?
Well, altogether, I spent 18 and a half years of my life incarcerated, bouncing from one prison to another. I was involved in the gang activity in there, and in I believe it was 98, they had tried to reform the 3 strikes law,
yes,
which did not pass. And in 2011, I believe it was, or 12, I received a letter from my attorney, Jessica Delgado, a great attorney here in Santa Clara, and she had mentioned to me that there was a chance of me getting resentenced and a chance of getting out.
So tell me about the Goodwill Opportunity Program that really turned it around for you.
Well, as you know, I was released, so here I am. And what had happened was I was kicked out of the county jail, nowhere to go here in Santa Clara, and I found a spot in a Christian men's home.
Sounds like it worked out for you.
It worked out great. It did work out great.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
We'll talk again later.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.